tight end in motion. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Rushes on.
And the defense comes out on the very first play of the game on the road, and they bring the energy, and they get the sack. They came into this one on fire, ready to go, and that is a statement early.
The Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. They'll run the screen. Plows through the defense. Out of bounds at the 17. Big pickup there, not only in yardage, but it gives him some breathing room. That play didn't have much of a chance to get the first down. Good job by the defense keeping everything in front.
Great job keeping everything in front, and most importantly, making the tackles. Dropping back deep, knowing he's 3rd and long, but I got to get the guy on the ground and rally to the football. Nice job by the defense.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Making the adjustment. Needs it here on 4th down. Turning it on. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. The Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
A big play gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
And he's brought down after a short gain. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. Keeps it himself. Got enough for the first down. Open space at the 25. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. On the run, it's Lacey. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
Breaks into the open. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
We talked about it earlier. Now this home crowd making life difficult. Maybe some room here at the 30. He's at the 10. To the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And it's the game-breaking speed you see right there. He takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason. Like,
I don't know if anyone's watching, but I haven't played in so long. I don't even remember how to play.
And he shows you why.
Why isn't the kickoff
one of
broken?
the best in the country at his spot.
Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend.
I forget how to play defense. Oh, fuck.
Coming out with it, it's Wallace. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out at the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Penn State's offense comes onto the field, ready to start the drive. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
Yeah, and welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Looking for room. It's Martin. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
They'll go with a direct snap. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Changing the routes with his receiver. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Here comes the heat. And it's a sack. How many problems does it cause?
I gotta not run out,
offense
brother. I
when
gotta
the
just stand
D
in the
can get
pocket,
pressure
brother.
from his nose tackle.
He's usually a guy that sits in the middle in 2 gaps, and it's really hard to rush the passer, but really nice job using his hands, getting to the quarterback. When a nose tackle gets a sack, everybody gets excited, because that guy doesn't get many of those.
A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. to run, lost a pass. On the move, he fires. Out wide.
That was my zone. He shouldn't have gotten that shit throw off, though. Fuck that. I'm playing the pass, too, so... Fuck. Honestly, I forgot how to play defense.
Which opened up the deep middle of the field for the receiver on the post. He uses his speed. Nice job by the quarterback, putting it out in front of him. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. From deep, it's Wallace. He's got great speed. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Wants to throw. It's Bailey. Finds his man. It's Mars.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Fires to the tight end. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. And the Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up.
And the offense showing off this short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
He's got some space. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass on second down. Moves to his right. Trying to escape and get it himself. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. That defense was a wall, and I think they're going to stop him a little bit short of this first down. He's changing the play. Gotta make the play on 4th. Under pressure. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat.
What was that, yo? Did my guy drop the ball? No, he's showing off. What the fuck was that? My guy had it.
Defense taking one back to the house.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
This game's a joke, brother. Oh my god. That guy has like 93 catching, too. This game's a fuck.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. He'll bring it out. It's Wallace. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being...
Oh, there's a loose football on the back bench. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed
And the defense did everything right against that option play. They got to the quarterback. They forced him to keep it. Not only do they create the fumble, but they jump on it behind the line of scrimmage. That is just perfect option defense.
This offense has it with really good field position. Ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
The Nittany Lions have a chance to make that turnover pay off as they come to the line. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's Bailey. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Not much room there. They'll give him one to the 9.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Tight end now in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Release to the back. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Yeah, and I tell you what, that takes some onions to go for it in your own territory like that. I mean, they're treating this like it's a video game. They don't even care. They don't worry about the outcome. No big deal.
Follows his block. It's Lacey. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He leaves it with the back. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the 1st without scoring. Trying to squeak through the pile. They went right back to him, and they got the exact same thing. Nothing doing against this defense. It'll be 4th down.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And the Rebels will try to move the sticks on 4th down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. And they decide to try out the kicker from the left hash. And this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Between the uprights, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the return, it's Wallace. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Hits inside. It's Martin. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Keep it on the ground. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. The Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical day.
The Nittany Lions will have it 1st and 10. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. To throw, it's Bailey. Fires to the right. He's got it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Out wide left, it's Johnson. They kept him out of the end zone, but not before he gets it to the 1-yard line, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Hey, kill it. 180 race car. 180 race car.
The snap sets up to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. And the throw and catch was good, but you got to do it in the field of play, and he couldn't quite keep that foot in bounds.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Quarterback keeper. Touchdown and State. And they add 6 more to the Morbid trip to the house. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. Play is stopped as they tend to an injured Ole Miss Rebel.
Number 94, set to advance on the football.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He took the risk, bringing it out of the end zone, and he'll go out of bounds at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking downfield, it's Knight. Fires left. Pulls it in, it's Matthews.
This is fucking garbage, dude. How did he get that wide open on that shit?
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. He'll bring it out. It's Wallace. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Peoples. There he goes. Into enemy territory and outbounds at the 48.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Maybe a crease. Nice.
There's no way he caught my guy.
And the Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
He'll do it himself. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4. Penn State will spend its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Timed that hit perfectly to keep it from making the grab. It'll be third down.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 31-21. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Offense has enough time to get off the play before we head to the half. On the run, it's Lacey. Good gain there. Picks up the first down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Creating creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Ole Miss calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to pass, it's Knight. Look out! They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and it's time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, week 1, the start of a brand new season, and it's our pleasure to welcome you into the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Utah, taking on the number 3 team, the LSU Tigers. And it's the home team in an absolute fist fight with a team that has been every bit their equal today. Both offenses putting up points. Feels like anything can happen in this second half.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is.
And as we check in on these notable matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football truly is.
Incomplete, and they tried to catch him flat-footed on first down, but the defense was ready. Well, that helped the completion.
That should be a fumble, buddy.
The idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not opening up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
These old girders are rocking on third down here at Beaver Stadium. From the gun, wants to pass. Turns it upfield. Turning it on! And he's brought down after a nice game. The Rebels want to move quickly.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him.
What is my fucking shit going, dude?
There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered.
30, play your fucking zone, buddy.
That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
We don't see this very much in college football anymore. Quarterbacks just taking care of their bodies and making smart decisions. Get down on the ground so you don't take one of these big hits from these nasty defensive players, and just give yourself a chance to make it through the rest of this game.
Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Trying to slip through and pick it up. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in third and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on third down.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Looking downfield, it's Knight. Left side is Lindsey.
He was holding my guy the entire time, dude. That should be a holding call.
Take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
And with this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
He was holding my dude the whole time, 19. Holding my dude the whole time.
Lining up for the PAT.
It's whatever, I can't fucking play defense on this game to
The
save
kick
my
is
life.
up and good and put one more on the lead. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. And he's going to bring this one out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw.
He lets one fly deep. Makes the grab right down the middle. Completely shot a bolt of energy into this drive. Inside the 40, finally stopped at the 39.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in third and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
When I'm a quarterback and I see zone and I see my guy curl up.
Deep shot for the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Fires to the big fella. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. The Nittany Lions racing to the line in a hurry up. Sends it back in motion.
Obviously, great job picking up the first down there through the air, but you're trailing by a lot of points now, and you're in that area of the field where you should take a shot. If I was the offense,
Under pressure.
He doesn't get out of the block fast enough.
Well, the offense has made it known on this drive. They're trying to throw the.
I would have had him, but he didn't get out of that block. He goes up the middle. He needs to run to that outside. Yo, stop showing them. This is my home field. Get them fucking out of here.
Really need to find a productive play this time on second and long. Back to throw, and they've got to go a long way.
Oh, you're just cheating, pushing my dude. Hey.
Play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Good awareness by the defense. In this situation on the field, you know there's coordinators that like to try to take shots deep down the field and catch you napping, but the defense was ready for that one.
You shoved my guy right out of the way.
Play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Quarterback changing the play. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be fourth down and decision time. Snapped it, and he has to have it.
Oh, he had that.
that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
Still looking to his right. Right side.
Yeah, whatever, brother. Why is my guy just standing there?
That's a first down.
Run at the ball, brother.
The quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came
fact
in
he's
that time.
getting
You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Flush to the left. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Didn't find much running room there.
Fucking hate the edge.
Forced out of bounds.
Wussy shit.
When you got a scrambling quarterback, get him outside the pocket. Run a bootleg to the left where he has the option. What can he do? Pick him up, put him down, and go get some yards, or he can throw it down the field to try to make it even bigger play.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Sets his feet. It's Knight. Reels it in. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. He's
Hey,
got
why
it
is
up,
my
and
shit?
they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats?
Oh, dude, how's that not a fumble?
Right now is trying to do.
Penn State will spend its second.
That was like behind the line. That was not a forward pass. Yeah, right.
To choose wisely as to when to use it. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Knight. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball.
That should have been my IT and run to back.
Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Rush right in his face. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
You know, it doesn't matter how talented you are as a quarterback, how accurate you are, how athletic you are. If you're on your back most of the day, it's going to be very hard to win the game. That's been the case for this guy here today. He's been under pressure. He hasn't been in rhythm. He's thrown an interception. This has just not gone his way.
Fights off a defender. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. And after they mark off the yardage for the personal foul penalty, it's 1st and 10 for this offense. It's the hole. It's Martin. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The Nittany Lions in the hurry-up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry-up.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. On play action. They got him for the sack.
I don't know why I did that.
After the 4th down stop.
I don't give a shit about this game.
Decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Just feeds the running back. Defense all over it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Looking downfield, it's Knight. Just a short pass to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the 1st down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the 1st. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. And the Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory.